Hey everybody. Um, I really enjoy a YouTube channel that's owned by K4SWL, um, where he records his entire Morse code outings with his ham radio. And so they're to me really peaceful. I get to actually learn quite a bit about what a ham radio exchange should look like. And so I decided what I would do is try to record me using Gastown, because when I started to use Gastown, I had no idea what to do. So we'll see if this works out and if it's of any use. But I feel like it would have been of use to me when I started, and it probably still is. All right, so I'm going to cd into my Gastown directory. And the thing is, we never really want to go beyond here. Now my rig is called my CW assignment 3. So I'm going to say GT, and I know I docked it. Rig, undock, my CW assignment 3. So it says it's not docked. Okay. GT rig. I've had problems with this for the last few days, so let's unpark it. Unparked. Okay. And then let's start it. Okay. Let's look at the status of Gastown now. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to say GT start the daemon. That will wake up the deacon. I'm going to say GT start the deacon. Great. I'm going to say GT mayor attach. And then I've had so many problems with this docking thing lately that I'm going to ask the mayor to CW assignment 3 rig. The exact status as returned by the CLI you call. Okay, cool. And it had 3 convoys that weren't closed the last time I ran it, and now they are, so that's good. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to start the dashboard. I don't use it much anymore, but it's kind of interesting to see. The more I learn how to use tmux, the less I use the dashboard. Go ahead and pull that off into its own window. And so we got no convoys, no polecats working. That's kind of what I expected to see. Okay, it's running. Okay, we're going to do this again. Run the CLI, determines its docking status, give me the exact results. So what I've been running into is that it has been docked, and then you can't, polecats aren't allowed to work on it. And then we get the witness slinging beads to polecats that can't accept them. And now we have idle polecats, which is a heresy. And we have beads that are slung and they can't be unslung until they're finished. And so then I had to go clean everything up. And so what we're trying to do is avoid that happening again. And it looks like we did. So cool. So the next step is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to choose what we want to work on. I think it's going to be number 14, 15, 16, and 17. So I'm going to say there. Read the read issues number 14, number 15, number 16, and number 17 in the GH repo for the rig. Propose beads for each of them. Where to read the issue as well as all comments on each issue. There we go. And what I'm hoping up for is that we're going to really easily get a 4 polecat convoy kicked off. But we'll find out. And I'm going to say escape mayor. Don't worry about reading code. The polecats. I have to do that either way. So don't spend your time on it. And that'll get it started back up. Okay. Number 14. Number 14. Also point out that the literal key down / key up timing is already recorded. Okay, so we're going to say, please create all beads and then launch a convoy for them. I'm hoping to see multiple polecats working in parallel. I'm recording this as a demo video. And off it goes. If you haven't worked with Gastown before, the concept of Gastown is that work to get done gets turned into these things called beads. And I don't know why I wanted to look at this. Actually, I guess I do. We're going to bring this down here, and you'll see the branches actually getting created in the repo. It says the witness should pick things up. Just take a look. So that shows no convoys. That shows a convoy. There's one polecat, and that's a refinery. Now what we're planning on is that the witness is going to find the beads and launch them. So let's do cd space gt and say tmux attach witness. Sorry. tmux. Oh, actually, that's not it at all. History. grep attach. There we go. We want tmux. So there we go. Attach dash t my dash witness. It says there's no active polecats. There's a new patrol wisp. It's waiting. So we're going to ask the mayor. So the witness isn't doing what I wish it was doing right now. So we're going to ask the mayor to nudge it. To wake it up sooner. And if we look over here, what we should see is the actual message come in from the mayor. We have 2 polecats. I'm going to switch back over to Control O. And I think we're just going to get out of here. And we're just going to switch over. I'm still learning how to use tmux, which is a whole thing unto itself. But let's go watch the witness from here. It's still swirling up and down. There's no polecats active. And that's weird. Although I can also see it doing something over there in that screen. Huh. Now I can also just talk to the witness. This still shows 2. I don't know any reason those beads should be in. So let's go back over to the mayor. So witness seems confused. Everybody, oops, seems confused, maybe more so all the time. Yes. Mayor. What is the status of the my CW assignment 3 rig? Yeah, we hit Control. Huh. So usually when you hit Control O, you can see what it's doing. 2 polecats respond. Obsidian and quartz. Interesting. Okay, 04 complete. Okay, and so then if we switch over to Obsidian, we can probably see what it's doing. That looks weird. It's not the most comforting thing in the world. carrier length y times 0.5 divided by 2, huh? Ah, it's just fixing its test cases. That looks great, actually. Mayor. There are 4 beads in the convoy. Y has only one of them. And so on. And what I didn't do that I should have done was asked about the status of all the polecats before we started. Orthogonal to each other. And I'd like to demo multiple polecats. Polecats are agents, by the way. Working at once. And so then let's go over and look at our cloud usage. That's probably going to matter. Looks great, actually. Cool. So now if we switch over to the witness, you can see where the mayor talked to the witness. Whoopsie, right there. And the witness said it would go work on it. Ah. And I may have shot it myself in the foot a little bit. Don't let me nuke. Okay, so it's going to nuke quartz that was hung. So I'm going to have to go ask a TMUX question. So apparently, jump to backward. Control C maybe. Ah, here. See, I don't want to copy. I just want to change windows with -b s. Right. Shucks. Hey, there we go. Okay, let's go Control B, S. Go back to watching the mare. There we go. Oh, and Control B, S. Oh, it looks like we still only have the one polecat. Back to the witness. Let's go look at the dashboard again. Yep, refinery and obsidian still, I think. Obsidian is definitely my best polecat. Witness is still trying to get rid of quartz. And quartz is still stale. This is what I've been running into. So let's talk to the mayor. Mayor. Can the witness skip using quartz and move to another polecat? I can clean up quartz with GT Doctor dash fix after this demo. The witness isn't idle. Quotes. That's my question. Yes, please. And so now we still have, hey, there we go, 3 polecats. It got quartz to do work. Very cool. And our convoy says one of the 4 things is done. If we look at our repo, we will see, yep, there is a push 3 seconds ago. I'm going to pause this for just a second. And we're back. We still have 3 polecats running. I'm a little nervous. It says convoy is stale. Push 3 seconds ago. Pushed it 7 minutes ago. So one thing it does is it collapses the branches down when it brings them in. And so 3 seconds can become 7 minutes. Likely can't spawn a third while it's actually managing 2. Like to see 3 run in parallel. And is supposed to be able to run dozens of polecats. Home there. And let's go look and see what the witness is actually doing. Okay. There's polecat. Okay. I'm hoping I'm not going to wind up wishing I hadn't tried to egg it along. There's obsidian, there's quartz. Let's go with quartz up to. Quartz is running tests. Okay. Main has failing pre-flights. Do not fix pre-existing for yourself. That is not your assignment. Your job is to fix the issue on your hook, not me. Okay. Run. Cool. Bead. Unclear to me what it's doing right now for sure. Implement solution is pending. That's the thing to say. Implement solution. Okay. Preset text practice mode. There it is right there. So it's working on it. So control BS. The deacon is up to, oh, check that out. Let's go look at the deacon. So it's doing patrol cycles. Patrol 14. Looks like everything's normal-ish. Haven't watched the deacon much, so I don't really know. But okay. Go back to the mayor. Let's go back and look at the polecats. We got 3 still. Still obsidian and quartz. Now we got 2 out of 4 things done. And we only got the 2 things left, so no point, and we're not going to get a 3rd or a 4th polecat this time. That's okay. Okay, so now we got to push 12 minutes ago and a push 2 minutes ago. I'm going to pause this for just a second. So I have to leave in about 5 minutes, so we'll see how this does. Okay, and so let's go watch the refinery and see what it's doing. We got patrol complete. No pending merge ready. Work in the inbox. Refinery's idle. Doesn't sound great. Huh. Maybe it already did it. DG order for execute, you must run. Okay, here we go. Maybe. Witness refinery. Get the Scotty test. Before proceeding past any failure, ask yourself, would Scotty walk past a work core leak because it existed before her shift? Right on. Although, gotta say, the Scotty patrol test is what's been having the witness balk at idle polecats. But I can work around that by fixing beforehand next time. Okay, that's 2 files I checked in myself earlier, like it said. Let's go see what the mayor's doing. We still got 3 polecats at work. Down here. We've got rigs. Sessions, mail. It's not very interesting. It's a week ago. Polecast crew. Why is the refinery not on it? I mean, it is. It's there as a polecat. Refinery. So there. Heh. Okay, I guess we're going to find out. We got activity here. Session start. Huh. And most of these aren't today either. Oh, yeah, they are. March 20th, UTC time. Okay. See what we got. Still active. 12 and 2 minutes. 16 and 6. Okay. So we got quartz. And what's it up to? Looks like writing a test case. Got it. It used the text of the Raven like I asked it to. Awesome. Okay. Very cool. Okay, so it's cranking along. Obsidian got done. It says, and it looks like it might have started on something new. Or not. So Control O switches between this sort of a window and the window where it gives you more details about what it's doing. And Control E, every once in a while, it gives you even more details, but not very often. At least not for me, or I'm looking at the wrong times, perhaps, as well. So obsidian quartz is... Okay, so it's going to run tests. Usually I get a list of tests. Okay, page loaded. Hey, all 23 tests passed. Excellent. Let's go back to the Obsidian. Only thing it has left to do is submit work and self-clean. Okay, GT done, so it's gone. And then what you want to do is get out of there before it closes the window. Otherwise, you have to reattach to the mirror. And there we have 31 seconds, 9 and 19 minutes. We're doing great on usage. So I have to run to get dinner. So I'm going to leave it here and I will sum up when I get back. Hey everybody. So I just left here on the desktop and said I had to go get dinner. And I do. But it occurred to me that I have GitHub running on the phone as well. At least the website. I have both running, but the website works easier for me. And that we could also just watch right here. And so we got 14, 4 minutes and 6 minutes. That's 3 tasks. There were 4 altogether. I'm going to be interested to see what happens with that. Ideally, Gastown is going to wake up on its own. In the meantime, I'll show you the path I'm on, which is walking down a big San Francisco hill to go get wings or a hamburger. I don't know which yet. Well, hopefully Gastown is wrapping up all the work. So let's switch back over to GitHub. Boop. And refresh one more time. 6, 8, and 17. So I guess we'll find out what happens. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and walk downstairs without looking at my phone. All right, I'll update you in a while. Hey, everybody. So I just left here on the desktop and said I had to go get dinner. And I do. But it occurred to me that I have GitHub running on the phone as well. At least the website. I have both running, but the website works easier for me. And that we could also just watch right here. And so we got 14, 4 minutes and 6 minutes. That's 3 tasks. There were 4 altogether. I'm going to be interested to see what happens with that. Ideally, Gastown is going to wake up on its own. In the meantime, I'll show you the path I'm on, which is walking down a big San Francisco hill to go get wings or a hamburger. I don't know which yet. Well, hopefully Gastown is wrapping up all the work. So let's switch back over to GitHub. Boop. And refresh one more time. 6, 8, and 17. So I guess we'll find out what happens. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and walk downstairs without looking at my phone. All right, I'll update you in a while. Hey, everybody. So I just left here on the desktop and said I had to go get dinner. And I do. But it occurred to me that I have GitHub running on the phone as well. At least the website. I have both running, but the website works easier for me. And that we could also just watch right here. And so we got 14, 4 minutes and 6 minutes, that's 3 tasks. There were 4 altogether. I'm going to be interested to see what happens with that. Ideally, Gastown is going to wake up on its own. In the meantime, I'll show you the path I'm on, which is walking down a big San Francisco hill to go get wings or a hamburger. I don't know which yet. Well, hopefully Gastown is wrapping up all the work. So let's switch back over to GitHub. Boop. And refresh one more time. 6, 8, and 17. So I guess we'll find out what happens. All right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and walk downstairs without looking at my phone. All right, I'll update you in a while. Here's the latest update. Used 11% of the weekly limit, 41% of the limit for the 5 hours. Keep in mind, I was off at dinner for a good chunk of that. I should not have selected that text, and we're going to pretend like I didn't. Okay, so this says for GitHub issues filed as beads, dispatched via convoy, completed by polecats. Nice demo run. Want me to verify the merge results or clean up the polecats? And I don't. And so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go look at the repo, and you can see we got, oh, that seems odd. 31 seconds ago. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's not really how that happened. When I do refresh, these should all go away. There we go. And so you can see that code went in. The polecats modified the specification. That's the thing that we implicitly agreed to do 2 hours ago. 1 hour ago, they changed the web page. And that was at 6:29 at 7:45. Yep, and they changed the JavaScript, and that is all. And so now for the next part, what we're going to do is I'm going to get a Fedora window, cd into GT, and then into my CW assignment. I'm going to go to the crew directory. I'm going to go to Hammy. And then the interesting part here is remember to use get. Now I'm going to say get status. Everything is okay. That's going to be a problem. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say remove dash, because I know I checked them in already. So I did some development on my own earlier today. And so there are the 2 files, signal the web page and the JavaScript, which is here and here. And so I'm going to go ahead and say remove, just so it doesn't interfere with the get pull, which would be a pain. This and this. Get status. Looks good. Get pull. And okay, here's everything the polecats changed. Well, these first 2 are what I changed this morning. That's for the Halakey feature. I'll go in a little bit. They changed CW snippets. That is interesting because I didn't think I saw that, but let's go look. CW snippets 2 hours. Oh, 2 hours ago. Interesting. Okay. Essentially what it does is no matter how much it changes the code, it collapses. And I'm not super happy about this. I would rather get the whole history. But it collapses to the earliest point that it changed the code when it gets rid of the branches. But yeah, so CW snippets, it changed a little bit. Game logic, CWPT, let's see what that even is. Yep, also 2 hours ago. It changed the specifications we knew about 2 hours ago. Oh, that's maybe not great, but we'll find out what that's all about. Encoder, and this is interesting that those specs are in JavaScript. It has done this on its own. Matcher spec.js. Huh. Round progression. Okay, and they're all 2 lines removed and 2 lines put back in. So let's see what that's all about. I'm going to say git log file name. Then we're going to say git diff file name. But I already pulled it, so we're going to go to the previous hash and say that one. That was the test cases it changed. And I honestly I am rather intrigued and petrified all at the same time to find out why it is. Apparently we're now doing a half character at a time. Not intrigued enough to go look. I want to see if it just works by itself first. Okay, so we did that. Let's see what else we got. We have got, let's see, that, and that. Okay, we're going to assume the rest of these specs are test cases. These are definitely test cases because they're marked tests. All right. And so now what we're going to do is turn on a web server. Excellent. Then we're going to go to here. Great. Oh, that's a choice. Huh. We're going to hit F12. This is the way it's going to look on a cell phone. We're going to hit refresh. Great. Let's see if it just works the normal way. And the overlay has gone away. Now I'm going to let it fail so I can see what it thought that was. Signal lost after 0 copies. Back to menu. Let's go ahead and once upon. Okay, that's practice text, but it should just be working the normal way. Cool. So at least we can fail quickly. Leave haptics off, lose sound on. Okay. I'm gonna hit start game again. That's a T. You know, fail on purpose. We're going to find out what those 2 characters were. That one of them wasn't a character. Okay, a T and a dash. So we got the pro copies. The problem is when we got the pro copies, we lost the overlaid letters, and I'm going to guess that's probably because I asked it to do a 0 with a slash instead of a normal 0. And I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say it biffed it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to issue 17. After the code was implemented for this, the overlay no longer displays. And just to like kind of hustle things along, because I eat dinner, as you're aware. Let's go look. Okay, so we did that. Let's go look at what got changed in the code. It's letter 0. It says do this kind of a letter. That seems okay. It changed the test case. It changed another test case. It changed another test case. Okay. So let's think about why this would fail. If not element return, still has that. L.text context equals letters equal to 0. Do this. Otherwise, do letter. Huh. That really doesn't seem like that would have killed it. It may belong to a fork outside. Then we have this. This commit does not belong to any branch on this repository. And may belong to... Oh, and this has to do with them collapsing branches again. Which I really wish they would stop. Okay, that's another good reason to change the molecule. This is what we'll do. And for these two, there was this, and then there was this. Now, is this the one? Okay. This commit does not belong to any branch. That was the one on top. What about the one underneath? No warning. Okay. Backslash return. Oh. Greater than or equal to 0.99 and that's odd. Okay. So they had to say that it was okay to have that 0 slash is what they're trying to say. So to do this, you do have to still, I mean, really kind of sort of know how to code. After the code is implemented for this, I could spell that the right way. Boop. The overlay no longer displays for any character. So that characters display again. Update the test case to detect characters not displaying. But I really don't think that was necessarily the issue. So that was number 17. Cool. We also had it work on 16, which is add punctuation and pro-sign characters. And if we go look at the commit for that, there is 8 and 9, and we got a period, comma, question mark, equals, dash, slash, exclamation mark. It's a little abstract for my taste, but okay. A single tick. I did not know that existed. Open paren. Didn't know that. Close paren. Didn't know that existed. Colon. Also not in my purview. Semicolon. Didn't know about that. Backslash. That's a new one on me. And an @ symbol, which is also a new one. Let's see if question mark's correct, because I know what that is. Did it, did it. Okay, it is. And that's the change it made. And then it made the same change over here, Simon Game Logic, and at some point we should probably make it not have to do that in 2 places every time. All 26 letters and 10 digits. Well, it contains more than that now, so interesting. 10 digits and punctuation. Okay. Simon.game char set to contain ch. And again, I thought this was variety, not all same character. This is test cases. The spec directory is test cases for some reason. Okay. This is weird. The whole thing where it's doing like half the character set continues to just be strange. Why is it doing that? Can we go there? Span all lines. Not really all lines. I guess it is. Score plus 0.5. What on earth? That's just weird. Got nothing. Okay. But again, doesn't seem like it should make the characters go away. Let's go back. Let's go make sure there's not a configuration that makes them go away. We had thought about that. Oh, check that out. There is on. Okay. And now if we play. Wow. Weird. Try again. Did it. Okay. Oh. I waited too long. Play again. That messed up. The thing is, I don't know the fancy that'll work. Did it. Did it. Let me pause for a second. Okay, so I don't know how to do fancy punctuation yet. And the real issue is that I'm not convinced this was a thing that we were going to put in at some point. But I need to have it really actually default to on as opposed to off, which is what it's doing now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to say that on this. Oh, actually, I haven't gotten a 0 yet, so I don't know if it messed that up or not. But I think that it didn't. So I'm gonna pause for another second. Huh. I hit pause for a little bit too long. Anyway, what was going on was apparently the overlay is working fine, so that's good. And meanwhile, the preset text left a huge purple button, and that wasn't as good. And so I wrote a comment saying how things should work. Made several comments orally that this is why I think people that are going to succeed with agentic AI are going to take lots of tech writing, lots of team lead, and lots of management classes. I think that's where we're headed. I personally think that's where we should have always been headed. It's a good place. Could also be wrong, but I don't think I am. And so I wrote a better comment. Went to tell the mayor to run with it. And the mayor felt like the refinery was down out of the blue. I'm not completely convinced. Not completely unconvinced either. There's the mayor's window. That window has things going on. I'm running the doctor here. Oh, I'm running my debug server here. I can turn that off for sure. GT Doctor is running really, really, really slow, and I'm not sure why. Got plenty of tokens left. Oh, I wonder if the internet gave out again. That's just odd. Let's turn Wi-Fi off. We should be on wired internet. It went out this morning. Are we doing any better? Not even a little. We kind of have to do better because the router was working. That's the Wi-Fi. Oh, we weren't on the router's Wi-Fi. Oh, I bet we just lost. Yeah, we lost internet again. Those rascals. Oh well. So Xfinity in San Francisco has been having issues for several days. So far they have missed us. What are you going to do? Get on the Wi-Fi out on the street is what you're going to do. And have things go more slowly. Okay. Yeah, man, things are really going more slowly. That's a little stunning. Come over here. That seems plenty fast. Cool. Must be additional things to it. And since the mirror said that the refinery looked down, I'm running GT Doctor. GT Doctor is taking a good long time. Let's go look. Cody's refined. Let's just go. Seems fair. I wonder if the doctor is running so slowly because Gastown is actually running at the same time. Well, the other thing I can do independent of the doctor is Control B, S. Yeah, I'll say the refinery's just not there. It might have just closed it because it didn't have anything to do. That would make sense. Don't really care about that. Don't think I care about that. So I don't work like Scotty. Occasionally I have cars that catch on fire. Used to. But I'm not going to walk by and fix all the things. So what I really care about is, okay. Gas sounds running. Let's take a look at what's going on with the world. So Chrome is using 5 gig. Wow, why? Which part? Oh, not that part. Okay. I know for a fact I can shut down this whole window. Okay. I don't need these either. It's half a gig right there. Don't need it. And these are papers. They shouldn't be taking that much. They could be. Yeah, not a big deal. Not huge. Meh. Get rid of this. We may have completely lost. I think even the street internet has gone intermittent now. Oh. Can't connect. Well, we'll do Google Fi internet, I guess. Oof, Xfinity. Nope, not that one. That's interesting. This says the housebound internet is back. Let's try to turn that off. Or let's try to at least put it on the house internet. Could have lied. No internet. Okay, cool. So I'm going to turn on the hotspot on the phone. Yep. Actually, it says it has internet, so I'm going to turn the hotspot on the phone off. All right. Do we have a refinery yet? No. Okay. We don't need one. So there's that. It's weird that we don't have it. And also, I don't have to have anything running. So what I can do is say, and copy this. Go here. Go here. Come on. Whew. Poor booger. There. On the plane. Screenshot the dashboard. Check and see how much memory Chrome is taking now. Not 1 gig. Great. Something is still taking up most of the memory though. If we look over here. Okay. Processes. Yeah, what would that thing be? This. Oh, the Linux box. Oh, okay. And that's what we're getting out of. We're going to try and get the mayor another little bit, but we're about to shut it down. Just hard. Our cloud usage. Okay, let's look at what the mayor's doing. Did it start? Okay. I guess if we're actually doing things, all is forgiven, but what we got? Oh, we got a dashboard shut down is what we got. No. Linux. There's a refinery. So I think the mayor did what the mayor was supposed to do and actually managed to get everything kicked off. So Restarted and running. The bead is running. Okay. So Control B S to change windows. We don't have, there's Obsidian. And what's it up to? Let's go somewhere in its molecule. It says, it should say. Oh, the mirror didn't launch a convoy. What a stinker. Failure mode we're preventing. No waiting, no announcements, no hooks. Having work is the assignment. Okay, this is the gut. All the molecule steps above. Where are the molecule steps, guys? Attached molecule, formula workflow. Okay. I continue to trust it for the moment. Code. Nothing recently. Let's refresh. Still not up or not a. Scroll to the bottom. Okay, just looking at files. Closed. Ah, I need to watch it and set up a desire path because every time it tries to run playwright, it has to do this fix again. Good thing is it gets showed every single time, but it eats tokens that we could not be eating. And time. The way we're running, I'm more worried about the time. I'd like to go to bed. Speaking of which, how's your math going?
Oh, pretty good.
All right. Control O. Control O. Still working on how to run that test case. Sigh. Control E? No. Control. It will get there. There we go. Ah, pre-existing failure. Other 22 pass. Pre-existing issue, let me proceed. I'm not sure that's the best thing. But we'll see. Okay. So it says it's going to remove purple button. Great. Remove preset text button styles and stuff. Well, whatever. Remove preset text button wiring. Makes sense. Add toggle wiring. Modify start game to use sequential preset text when toggle is on. Yep. Modify on round complete for wraparound behavior. This all sounds pretty great. Not supposed to watch it code, but right now that's what it's doing. So that's what we're going to watch. Oh, let's go kick off a dashboard. Again, you really want to run everything from here, from the GT directory and nowhere else. Let's see. Let's turn that off because it's not going to work anyway. So we got a convoy. We've got two polecats. We've got Obsidian, who actually winds up doing most of the work. And is working right now. Night. How are we doing on token usage? Really good. A couple of weeks ago, we were cranking so fast that we kind of weren't getting much done before we used up the whole window. And now we're not. So that's great. All right, let's run a test. I'm going to pause for just a little bit. All right, so while we're waiting on Obsidian to get done thundering. Yeah. When you're kind of sort of failing, you should say you're thundering. We're going to try another experiment. So I'm going to say photos. I'm going to pause this for a second, get out the picture I want. All right, while we're waiting for Obsidian to get done thundering, we're going to do an experiment with prettying up math homework, which includes one of my feet. So that'll be a thing.
What?
One of my feet's in the picture.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to leave the chat box. Looking at that. Looks like it might have kind of sort of thought about checking in code. Oh, it committed locally. Awesome. All 20 smoke tests pass.
Here.
Close the Wisp. Oh, I need to get out of here because otherwise it's going to bonk me on the head and make me restart the window. Get back over here to the mayor. So if a says that your handwriting is too ambiguous to trust.
Yeah, I know.
Mustn't be trusted. Maybe my foot is what's messing it up. It's like that is one perfect foot. Must look away. Can't look away. Must design feet.
I mean, I did like three ways for solving the problem and covered them up, sort of.
Okay. Try this. Only go with the gold text that isn't obviously scratched out. Yes?
The blue stuff. The blue stuff is the actual solution.
The blue stuff?
Yeah, the blue stuff.
Okay, so this isn't two problems. This is one problem.
Well, I mean, on the top, the gold, that's the first problem. And then on the bottom, the blue, that's the actual thing.
So there's two problems.
Yeah.
One of them's gold.
Yeah.
The other one's blue.
Yeah.
I was saying about technical writing. Problem is on the bottom half of the page and is blue and not obviously scratched out. There's a picture. Go. How are we doing on our convoy, guys? 2 polecats. That's one I thought Obsidian was really close to being done. It was. It's done. Okay. So why are we still showing 2, guys? Oh, we're not. Refinery. Okay. Have we checked in code? 2 minutes ago. Yes, we have. Excellent. Let's go test it. Okay, cool. So we're going to say Control C. We're going to say CD. My CW73 crew. Okay, pull in our solution. Yay, us. Start server. H. F12. Okay, let's make sure the overlays are on. They are. There's our text practice. Use preset text is back there now. Not up here, so the front looks the same. 20 words a minute is faster for me to test it with, so let's do that. Go. Wow. Okay. Fair. Fair. Okay, back to menu. Use preset text. Try again. Oh, those rascals. I don't think they did change my 0. By the way, this works better on the phone. Yep, once upon a minute. Yep, totally. Cool. But the thing is now I can see if it changed my 0 or not just by doing this. I'm going to change the pretext tests. 3 zeros. Pop out. Oopsie. Use them. Go. Try again. Hey, I did get my hash. Everything works. Tomorrow I can release it. Well, I messed up. Oh, wait, what? Perfecto. Now I'm going to lose on purpose. And all done. Very, very... Oh! Well, meh. Fascinating. Let's put that in the issue as an additional fix. But for right now, kind of good enough. Playback sequence that failed. Oh, we didn't try that yet. There we go. See what happens. Back to menu. Play key. Excellent. And that was my sequence that failed, so that worked. We're going to go to preset text practice. Looks great. We're going to say this is implemented. Close a comment. Then we're going to say issues, new issue. Preset text scoring. Even though the preset text goes back to one character after the last character of the text, almost done. The round count should keep progressing. So if there are 3 preset characters and the player gets through all of them 3 times before losing, the round count upon losing would be 9. There you go. Sweet. And I just saw this is done. Implement it. I should come back and put parts of this video in tomorrow. But anyway, I'm done here. Okay, so let's start talking about how to shut everything down. So we have steady internet now. Everything is working. There's nothing more to kick off. Tomorrow I need to take a note to find out how the text overlay toggle got in there at all, or maybe it's always been in there. I've got plenty of videos that we will find out. Land the plane. And so the mirror does that, and then I have a set of instructions over here. Of how to get out of all this. So we let it wrap up. While it's doing that, let's take a few last looks. See what our usage was. Kind of phenomenal. Good enough. I think it's phenomenal compared to what we were doing last week, which I think might have been more us than anything else. Okay, mare's gone. Let's see if we can get out T-Mux. There we go. And so then the next steps are you follow these instructions that I've slowly developed, which are park the rig. But you know what? If it decides to unpark it, it can. So docking works, but that's pain. Stop the daemon. GT daemon stop. Great. GT deacon stop. And we are going to go ahead and park the rig. GT rig my CW Simon 3 park. GT rig park my CW Simon 3. Come on. We're almost there. GT mirror stop. And that is a gas down session with a dinner in the middle of it, which is kind of cool. Okay, everybody, have a good night. Talk to you in the morning.